Hey there, welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuck with Queen Bee Creations, and we are going to be playing again with another mold, this time from the new Prima release. So Prima, redesigned with Prima. This is the, let me check the name, Evergreen Antler Emblems, and it has these two fabulous little molds with greenery and a bird on one and a deer, antlered deer on the other. Now I have just cast these in resin. So for this particular craft, you could do air dried clay, you could do it in resin. I cast them ahead of time just because I was working on a different project and I had extra resin, so save time. But to get started, I am going to paint them first. So I am going to paint them in wood wick, which is kind of this browny, light taupey brown, and paint them front and back. And then we'll be back to carry on. I have an idea I want to try. I haven't tried it before, but it might look cool. So we're gonna go with that. Let me get painted first, and then we'll start talking about where I'm going. Okay, the one thought that I had for these is that I wanted to do something textured on the bottom. Now this is just smooth, and this has obviously got some texture from just the mold itself. So what I'm going to do is, oh, get this open. I hate it when the lid sticks. All right, there we go. And I'm just going to paint on some decoupage. Oh, sorry, not medium. This is like, yeah, decoupage, I guess. Kind of like a Mod Podge, kind of tacky white glue, just watered down slightly kind of situation. I don't want to get it on the paper. But I do want it fully covered. And what I thought might work to do this, just to give it kind of a kind of fun look, is I picked up, you know when people do that fine sand and they do it in jars and layers and create patterns and stuff? I bought a pack of that off of Amazon. And I just thought maybe we could do something with that. So I'm gonna do maybe some brown. So this is just like fine sand, right? Oh, and it looks kind of sparkly. Oh, that's a nice bonus. Now I just put it up around the ridge, and I'm just going to slowly kind of tap it down. I just want to let gravity do its thing. And I mean, you could do it all one color. I'm just kind of playing now. So tap it up a little bit, tap it down. We start to get some streakage. And get some brown down along the bottom. And tilt it up the other way. All right, I'm kind of liking that. Now, let me just get a little bit more cream in the center. Can you see the sparkles? And I'm just going to leave this to dry now. I'm going to do, I don't know, what do I want to do about the bird? Just looking at the range of colors that I have. You know what, I would have loved an off-white. So why don't we, okay, now I'm just playing, kind of going, I'd like an off-white, so what if I did the white and the brown together? Now, of course, you could go and grab sparkles and do the same thing with sparkles if you choose. I just wanted kind of, I had kind of this idea of kind of like velvet, or just, I wanted it textured and not just sparkly, right? I didn't want just fine sparkles on it, but that's another idea depending upon the look that you're after. I wanted this to look a little bit more organic, I think, is kind of the look that I'm after, because I'm not going to be painting this, you know, even though it's the bird, I'm not looking at doing it in reds and greens on the greenery and that sort of thing, which might lend itself more to sparkles. And I have these little pieces of paper here so that I can capture the excess little sand. And this is really fine, this sand. And just, I'm doing it again. Just to make sure I caught everything. Okay, and that definitely gave a different look to this. The streaks that you see are still from the glue. Those are gonna dry clear, so we're not gonna see that. But I'm leaving it to dry. I do have an extra one, and I think I might just try this one plain brown and not two-toning it, just because of in my head where I'm going next. So we'll see. Okay. I think I like the plain brown one best. This one had the cream, and then I put a little bit of plain brown up there. And then we've got kind of the two-tone. But what I'm looking at doing is just kind of dry brushing some finish on the rest. It's painted fairly nondescript, and that's kind of the look I was after. Now this is Fusion Metallic Bronze, and mine is pretty thick. Let me just grab an old plate over here, so don't mind the paint. It's just the bronze we're after. So I'm putting this down first, and I'm just using a really old stiff brush so that I can kind of wiggle it down in and around and get it down where it needs to go. I'm just being a little bit more careful when I get near the edges where our sand is. But what I'm thinking of doing, you can see that I've got my Annie Sloan Bright Gold gilding wax out as well. So this is it with just the metallic bronze on it. And then I'm thinking I want to use that as the base, and now just hit it over the top. So you can see that beforehand I was kind of rubbing it down in. Now I'm just kind of hitting the highlights with that gold. And we get this lovely antiqued top and finish. So we've got kind of the three tones kicking in here. Okay, I love that metallic look. And especially against just that dark brown piece. I'm kind of digging it. Okay, I'm going to do the same with these two. No other magic happening. Okay, I just decided before I carry on with the other ones that I'm just going to pounce a little bit of that gold wax around that bottom edge, just to define it a little bit and tie it in with the tops. Can you see the hints of that? And the sand takes it. It's still, all right, that's, okay, that does it. That makes it for me. Okay, cool. Carrying on with these now. Okay, let's take a look at these. Now, I did debate going in afterward with some dark wax, but I think that's overkill. So just lovely and subtle. This guy, I put some gold up on the antlers, and he's got that cream going across the top. And then this one. And then just to show you that you can, I did this next one entirely in the sand. So it's all sand covered, except for the antlers, which are gold wax. But it's possible, and that's super cute. And I may do more of those. So the idea with this was to create something that had kind of like that texture. This has little sparkles in it. You can see those sparkling, which is kind of nice, kind of cool. And it's just kind of like a little bit, almost like a velvet powder. But it's just that really fine decorative sand for a change. So, you know, I'm kind of digging these. You let me know what you think. Love to hear from you as always. Definitely looking forward to seeing you on the next one. And until then, take care.